No music, I forgot about that. Do 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 do. Hello everyone, welcome to the last drop. I am Chris. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can, if somebody's there, please drop something in the chat to say that I am there. Hopefully you're there, or someone's there. It says I am, so fingers crossed. Okay, right, so possibly working, possibly not working, classic audio issues, but anyway, let's get on with it. If it's not, it's just going to be a stream of me rambling on and not really doing anything. So let's get to it. Like I say, my name's Chris. Whiskey Dram, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Bourbon Professor, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's get to it. Starting off with the Whiskey Diary. Hopefully you can been watching my previous episodes and so forth. But yeah, let's get started with what I have been trying this last month. I started off with a Lindores Abbey tasting, which is a new distillery up in Scotland, obviously. Interesting story on Lindores Abbey is, or was, an old abbey. You've got all the monks came over from France with their distilling, well, not distilling, but interesting story nonetheless. Go and check it out. Really, really good fun. But yeah, started off with an inaugural release. So this is their standard sort of 46%er, non-chill filtered, blah 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 blah. Really, really good. Andy from Prestige Records, how are you doing, buddy? How's it going down under? Just talking about the new Lindores Abbey. This had like spices, sherry, toffee, fruit from the new make. I've written down vanilla, apples, black pepper, cloves going on in there. Really interesting dram, actually. Really safe, a really good bottling, and yeah, surprising. As a new release, I tried a few new releases over the past year or so, and it, out of all of them, because I've tried like Wolfburn and what's the other ones, Rassay, stuff like that. And this one probably stood out more than the others as a really good, safe dram as a release. So that's really cool. We next had a 1494 members, so they've got that's the date of the Abbey going on there, and it was their members bottling, so this was a taste of that. It was 49.4%, so it used the same cask, different cask, so they use a ex-sherry, ex-bourbon and an ex-STR, and then they blend them all together, I think, unless I'm getting confused with another new release. I think that's what it was, but it was a different percentage of each one in the members bottling. Very similar notes and stuff, maybe a bit hotter obviously as with the ABV, but I didn't particularly like the taste. I think the taste was not as good as the inaugural release of the Lindores Abbey, so I only gave that 7 out of 10. But yeah, not a bad dram, but preferred the inaugural release. Interesting. Who else we've got in the chat? Johnny HCN, good evening. Thank you for coming along. Appreciate it. And the wonderful Lee J. Brown, who's on a fantastic journey of whiskey as well. Great seeing him on Instagram and stuff like that, with his endeavours into the whiskey world. So back to the Lindores Abbey. We had a mystery dram. Now, I forgot to mention, this was a swag, so the Sussex Whisky Appreciation Group tasting. So if you want to join, you can. They do a lot of virtual tastings at the moment, just like the Midlands ones and the CEOs and you know, there's loads about, you know what they are. But yeah, mystery dram. So the main guy of Swag is Wayne, and he bought some casks up at Lindores Abbey in like this special club as such. And yeah, it couldn't be called whiskey because it was only 2 years old, but this came from his barrel. Really interesting. So it was an ex-red wine cask, really heavy char on it, had some mashy smoke going on in there, 59.2%, really hot. Really, really nice though. 8 out of 10. Can I put it in the whiskey diary? It was a very, very nice dram. So that was really good. So then we had, I mean, it's not, I haven't given it a mark, but we had the new make Spirit, which was really nice. Bready and fruity. Reminded me a lot of Bimber, to be honest. So I don't know whether they're doing that thing where they're putting the sort of young whiskey what's the word I'm looking for? The young whiskey recipe, that's it. So yeah, the young whiskey recipe. So Bimber are actually changing their recipe, I believe, so that they can put it more age into their spirit, because the recipe at the moment is really just for the new younger whiskey. So I'm wondering whether Lindores Abbey are doing that as well. But all in all, really, really nice, good stuff from Lindores Abbey, and I've actually got a bottle on the way that I picked up in auction for cheap. But let's head over to the chat. Who else popped in? The wonderful, wonderful man, Anthony, or Ant, from New Dram Drinker. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming along. So yeah, let's open it up. So let's talk. Get into the chat. What has been your favourite whiskey that you've tried this month that you've never tried before, or last month, August even? So that whole month, if you can remember, what's been new? What's been new in your eyes? There's quite a delay on the chat, so I might waffle on slightly, or say hello to my wife. Hello.
Hello.
Time to get water. Yeah, crazy delay. Love you. Cool. Okay, so while you're all typing away, while you're all sitting there tapping away on your devices, probably on your phone, just slowly doing it, let's skip on to the 14th of the 8th. So this was another swag tasting. This time was the Whisky Baron, so an independent bottler, which is right up my street at the moment. Really, really nice. This is funny actually, but we'll get to that. Let's nip into the chat. I can see people popping up with their stuff. So we got Anthony and Nikki having Coloman Saniag. Saniag? Oh, I could never remember that. But that is the sherried peated one, I believe. Obviously, most Colomans peated, but that's in the big sherry barrel, isn't it? The Saniag. Yeah, I fancy a spot of that. Was on my radar a while ago, but yeah, not bad. Lee J's got some Lagavulin in the Guinness cask. Did you get a bottle of that, Lee J, or did you just get a sample? Be interesting. Bourbon Professor, malt whiskey from Woodford Reserve. Well, that's very interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. And then yeah, Johnny H, fan of the Lindores. Yeah, Lindores was good, and you can still taste the Saniag. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? I haven't been able to watch a lot of Whiskey Tube. There's just so many channels at the moment. Andrew from Prestige is loads of Aussie stuff at the moment. Stand up for me was the Florio Distillery Englishman in New York. America? I don't know. I apologise for not watching like loads of stuff, but yeah, cool. Who we else we got? We got Whiskey Straight Owls come in. How you doing? Good to see you, Big Owl. Enjoyed your Knob Creek video the other. Well, no, you're filming that, aren't you? But on your Knob Creek chat on Instagram, that was good. The Whiskey Dram. Apologies, I don't know your name. Tried the Malt House Column Malt Whiskey. Also grabbed a few Weymouth malts blends. Okay, nice. Yeah, it comes from a series. So Andrew's saying comes from a series of peated port cask. I'm not port cask. Bollocks to you. Nah, done with that. No, don't care. Don't do port finish. Sucks. Okay. After that. So yeah, I was on about swag and the Whisky Baron. We started off, which we'll get to a bit later on as well, Summerton. So I joined after the Whisky Baron bottling came about, but the Summerton blended malt, which I think was their Christmas dram, or came out around Christmas. Correct me if I'm wrong, Summerton whiskey folk. 57.4%. A mixture of 8-year-old Glenfarclas and 5-year-old Benriach. Made it interesting. Sweet raisin, sherry finish, obviously in there. Sweet and sour. So that was quite cool. 7.5%. 7.5%. 7.5 rating. So quite nice, but not, I put it on par with the Lindores Abbey, really. Nice stuff. We then had a Bunnahaven 16-year-old Founders Collection, 51%. This was fruity, floral, honey, oak, woody, grapefruit. Really quite gentle, but 120 quid a bottle for a 16-year-old Buddha? No, thank you very much. 7.5 rating. Still pretty good. Back to the chat. Johnny saying, someone poured me a Lear's American Malt. That's the non-alcoholic one, isn't it? Interesting, I imagine. But maybe not for us or you or anyone else, really. It's quite funny. And yeah, Johnny saying Whisky Baron was top as well. Okay, well, yeah, I thought it was okay. I only had a sample though, so samples are difficult. I think you'll just get in a very, very brief snapshot. So difficult there. Back to the whiskey. Next up was the dram of the evening, which was a 6-year-old Glentockers. Now, if you can go on the Whisky Baron website, or I think Ushki have it. Ushki, so where Vin gets his bottles from. So this is, Glentockers, 6-year-old, 62.5%, so really, really hot. But didn't drink like it. It was really dangerous, really. But yeah, biscuits, barley, sort of dark chocolate jam going on in there. Some vanillas. Really, really nice. 6-year-old Glentockers whiskey. I mean, it was fantastic to be honest. Well, not fantastic, but it was really, really good. Honestly, really do recommend you buy a bottle of that, and really cheap because it was only 60 quid as well. I think around that. It's very tempting to buy. I gave it 8.5 out of 10. So what we got? We got Anthony loves the Lear's non-alcoholic stuff. Anthony's still trying to get rid of his blue label. My blue label's really nice, Anthony. I still don't know what you're on about. But mine's like 20 years old. Uh, Ant's been offered the job at Lear's. Oh, nice. That's good. Lee J's yet to open his. Yeah. And Johnny likes my background. It's actually a blue light, but funny enough, on the weird settings, I don't know what's going on here, but it's coming across as nice and blue with a purpley tinge, sort of working out quite nicely. But thank you, that has worked well. So what do we got? So then we had, so interestingly, we go from a 6-year-old Glentockers to a 22-year-old Glentockers. And from the Renaissance collection, again, like 130 odd quid a bottle, way out of my price range. But really, really interesting to try. 48.1%. And so this had soft fruits, melon in there. It's very smooth because of that age, grapes, and that dusty sort of finish you get from an aged whiskey. Grapes, lemon peel, and yeah, dry finish. 8 out of 10. Wasn't as good for me as the 6-year-old. A lot of people did like it. It was definitely a sitter, so one you could sip a lot. But the Glentockers 6-year-old, which I do recommend you go and try if you can. If you maybe the new Whisky Baron Brighton might have it, because they're all about independent bottlers, so that's really interesting. Or not a thought even. But yeah, nice. 8 out of 10 I gave that, so yeah, not as good as the other Glentockers. What else we got? We got Mark Slingers in. Hi Mark, thank you for coming along, really appreciate it. Yeah, comment what's your find, even though I know that yours is rum last month. It's been your find of the August, and yeah, you probably got some really nice sherry drams that you've tried. But yeah, comment your favourite. Really appreciate it. We got Luna in as well. Hi Luna, good to see you. Thank you for coming along. Again, please comment what your favourite whiskey has been this month. And I'm going to try something. So let's give this a little try before I skip on to the last of the Whisky Baron Doobie and What's It Jiggies. But we should be able to do this. Okay, so there we go. This now should let me type in like several different things, but I'll tell you where I'm going to go. I'm going to that Ushki. First word in whiskey apparently, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that's popping up. It's an age-restricted website. I'm fully aware of that fact. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's go shop now. Look, so we can do this sort of thing. It's quite funky, isn't it? But I wonder if they've got it. They've only got the 11-year-old. Oh, that's disappointing. Maybe they got it in Whisky Baron. Oh, there we go. There it is. I recommend you go and buy this. £45. Delivery at Ushki is a bit stupid because it's like £12. But yeah, Luna. Yes, I mean August. Thank you. Yes, August. Your favourite dram for August this month? Meh. It's still early. Yummy. So here we go. This is the whiskey I recommend you get. Really, really nice. Let's go back. This is that 16-year-old Bruno. 150 quid actually. Bit ridiculous. And then 175 for the 22-year-old Glentockers. Both really, really nice. Thank you for joining us, and really appreciate you popping in. Have a good evening, whatever you're doing. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, both really, really nice. This one for 45 quid, banging. Absolutely banging. Really, really do recommend you go and pick a bottle of that up. So So let me transition back to that. So yeah, so what do you think? I mean, that was pretty cool. I like that way. What good little trick, isn't it? To pop up things. Hopefully you like that. And then yeah, you saw that spoiler. So the last one was a 13-year-old Port Charlotte that we had. And that was 60.5%. This was in a wine cask, so very interesting. Cherries, bacon, sea, meaty, cloves, peat, smoke, like a glazed ham. Very nice. Summer fruits going on there from the wine cask. Very, very nice. Reminded me a bit of the Legigs that were coming out earlier this year. Good stuff. Very nice wine cask. 8 out of 10. So that was very, very, very good indeed, as I usually say. Every chat stops to let Luna in. Yeah. Hi, Luna. So Luna had a wonderful Kleinlich Distiller's Edition. It's a great creamy, waxy, fruity dram. Do you reckon we can find that? What do you reckon? We can find that on Master of Malt? What do we have up? What do we have further up in the chat? Somebody had Blue Label, Summerton Whiskey, Liz. Don't think we'll find any of Andy's, Lindores. Don't know whether we get the malt from Woodford's. Oh, I'm the wrong thing there. So let's go to this. Back. And bring that up. So, Woodford Reserve. We think it. What? Okay, well, thanks there, Master of Malt. Strange little weird thing. What do we got? Single malt. Oh, there we go. So there's a single malt. It's an interesting price, isn't it? Mama. Yeah. So yeah, that looks interesting, doesn't it? So single malt, 51% malt, 40% corn, and 2% rye. Just called you. So yeah, very interesting. Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight. Might be worth picking up that, mightn't it? Thanks for the shout out for that, bro, Professor. Let's transition back. There we go. Back to me. Back to me. So, probably what maybe most of you, or some of you, are looking for is the next one on my whiskey diary. So, this is for 29th of the 8th. I think it was 29th or the 28th, one of the two. Coming in at 46%, and it is the English, and it is the Summerton exclusive bottling for the Summerton Whiskey Club, obviously. Really, really nice. Not bad stuff, in fact. It's interesting. I've opened the bottle, of course. Here it is. I have been sipping on it for, 5-10 minutes of the stream. And yeah, it's okay. I mean, got the stuff on the bottle. It says, aromas of honeycomb and almonds with hints of tobacco. The palate is rich and oily with notes of honey and chocolate. One of 1,360 bottles. It is batch number S/2021. It's a vatting, it's 0 ppm, it's a virgin and refill bourbon, so a mixture of those two. Bottled in August 2021. really quite nice. It's not that old if I remember seeing. Maybe 6 years old. One of them 6 and one of them 8 years old. Whiskey, I think, or something along those lines. Can't remember. But yeah, I gave it 7.5 out of 10. It's okay. Would I buy another bottle? Probably not, but it's very, very nice. And yeah, big vanillas I've got. Big vanillas flavours going on. Which you'd expect from that sort of refill and virgin oak. Really nice. So, cheers everyone. Thank you for joining me. Not bad indeed. Not bad. So let's go to the chat. I'm probably quite far behind now. Andrew's with my partner ordered the Glenmorangie 12 La Santa and 14-year-old Quinta Ruba. They arrived yesterday. We were really trying to find the QR12 though. Okay. Cool. Luna is drinking a Scotch Universe Mercury 2 right now. Glenmorangie. Not a bad one either, and at a good price point. Yeah, Glenmorangie, churning out the stuff, does come in really, really nice and good value drams, I think, from Glenmorangie. Andrew saying Woodford Reserve seems to be a solid bourbon. Double oaked is amazing. I've yet to try the double oaked. I've got a bottle of Knob Creek 9-year-old going at the moment, which just came through. Bourbon wise as well, I've got a MB Roland, which is a craft distiller in Kentucky. Really, really nice. You can still get it on Master of Malt, and I'll check it out for you. Give me a sec. Transition. Then we can do this. MB Roland. There we go. Why is it keep? There we go. There we go. So it's this one I got. It's coming in 60 quid. But really, really nice. I'll leave those little tasty notes up for you there. But yeah, really, really nice bourbon. I do suggest you go and check that one out if you can or if you want. Bourbon Professor, as I like it, if you can get bottle, hope I enjoy it as well. So hopefully, yep. Small dusty shops, yeah. Cool. And Lee J is sipping on the Glenfarclas 15-year-old. So that is what? Is that Alan's Dangerous Dram, if I remember? I can't say I've had it, to be honest. Can't remember. Really can't. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to the Whisky Show next month. So I will make a beeline at some point for the Glenfarclas stand, maybe, if they're there. I've noticed that Ardbeg aren't going. I don't know if anybody's going to the Midlands Whisky Festival this weekend, which I think Anthony is, but obviously he's gone now. Yeah, if you're I couldn't see them on their list either, so I wonder if Ardbeg are missing the whisky shows this year for some reason. Interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't. A lot of people are. It seems to be everybody's back into not full swing, but at least some sort of COVID safe sort of things going on as well. So yeah, interesting why they're not there. But I will try and get some Glenfarclas. I mean, it's probably not the best place to pick some up, but you know, if I'm walking past, I might pick up the old Glenfarclas 15. And Professor is saying, yeah, MB Roland batches are amazing. Yeah, I mean, we can't obviously get the batches too much in here, but as you can see, we're getting some of it coming through, and it's staying in stock. So the straight wheated whiskey, quite fancy that, and I really fancy the rye. We got a couple of single barrels have come through, but they've sold out quite quickly, I think. But yeah, I really fancy the rye. I don't know why, but I do like my ryes, and yeah, so I might get that one at some point in the future. Because I've been really impressed with MB Roland. Johnny, what? Okay. So I read that back. Let's get back to that. So yeah, Andrew's saying he had last night some Johnny Walker Black that was laced with some Tempranillo. And it was bloody amazing. So yeah, some wine cask sort of influence going on there. Nice little cocktail that Luna's taking the mickey out of it. Andrew with. Cool. So yeah, that was my whiskey diary. So I finished off with this lovely English whiskey from Norfolk, home of the sister-in-law. Luckily this one's not late. Wife's not smirking at that joke. She is smirking now. Okay. Very, very nice. Cool. So, anybody else got any recommendations that you had last month? Again, like I say, like in my other videos, really interested for like comments down below and stuff like that. If you are watching on replay, please comment down below what your find of August has been, whiskey wise. Really would appreciate it. Luna's asking, are any of you going to festivals in the near future? I think, yeah, like I've said, I am going to the Whiskey Show in October. There's a strong possibility, or a small possibility, that Inter Whiskey may happen in November, late November, depending on the whole COVID situation and flights and all that sort of thing. So I might be able to see the said Luna Aaron. Hopefully, maybe. We shall see. I think, yeah, Anthony and so forth are going to the Midlands this weekend. Is it this weekend? This weekend? I think it's this weekend. But then I don't think there's any others. I think they're the only two. The next one in the UK at least is going to be Glasgow, but that's been delayed till February next year. Is it February? February or March? So early next year. Old and Rare I think is in February, March time again as well. So yeah, that's all the ones I know. I think maybe Whiskey Paris Live is going, possibly. If anyone wants to go and see Gregoire. But yeah, Andrew from Prestigious Liquids is out for a bit. Hopefully this will still be going. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, probably not, to be honest. We shall see. I don't think I've got anything else. There was actually. Let's do something. I'll do a proper review, but let's try something new, something different. Bear with. Okay, right. Whew. Okay. 2 festivals in the southwest of Germany in September. All open air. Are they going to be cold, Luna? I don't know. But yeah, fingers crossed for Inter Whiskey, I think. Be cold there, I think. These. So I'll show these up to the camera. Hopefully they'll come into the thing. Spirit of the Downs. I picked these up. probably 2-3 months ago now, and I haven't taken a look at them or reviewed them or anything like that. So this is handcrafted artisan Sussex. So this is local brandy. This is Chardonnay varietal aged in English oak, vintage 2019. So it's yeah, great brandy, and I think he said he got like the skins of like the Chardonnay grape and so forth. Lee J is off to go walk the dogs. Stay safe on that walk. It's dark out now, so you be careful, okay? Take a flashlight or a torch if you're in the UK. Flashlight if you're in America. I just have these, and I need to review them properly. You know, they're very, very niche, I think. This one is a handcrafted artisan Sussex spirit. So it's a Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier varietal. So again, this one I think is something to do with like the grape skins off distillery, but a vineyard, local vineyard. He's taken them and then he's like mashing them down even more and then creating a spirit from them. So let's give him a little try, shall we? Luna saying the rain will be warm in September. Yeah, I mean September's only now, isn't it? So and it's boiling here. I am actually absolutely sweating sitting here, and I'm fully clothed, so don't worry. But yeah, really nice. So this is handcrafted artisan Sussex spirit. Interesting. Yeah, I think some sort of grappa. Yeah, I guess it probably is that. Sussex Spirit, he called it. Isn't grappa aniseedy? Or am I getting that confused with something? That's raki, isn't it? Very fruity. It reminds me of something, but I can't think what. My nose is not the best. I probably should ask my wife what it smells like. Very, very good nose. Okay. So yeah, very light actually. There's a bit of sort of bready, new makey go spirit in there. So that's really interesting. It's only 40%. I wonder what it comes off still like. That would be good. I might have to be a bit more involved in these. Because he did say he might try some whiskey at some point. So. So very nice. Yeah, very delicate. Rapparaki, very fond memories of it. I can't do aniseed too much. I'd done like here in the UK we had like flaming sambucas, and I was on a rugby tour in Jersey once and was peer pressured into drinking some, which was yeah. They had one of those little beans. They put a bean in the top and then they set it on fire. Silly. Yeah, disgusting. Cool. Let's try this one. He did have another one. I can't remember what it was. It was a bit darker, but he didn't have any samples on it. He only had a big bottle of it. But yeah, this is artisan brandy. So this is actually from grapes as such. We'll do a little pour of that. But yeah, if you're in the UK, Spirit of the Downs, worth going to check out. I think up and coming distillery maybe. So watch this space. Again, very delicate nose. Yeah, sort of a winey, not as heavy grapes as cognac, but very, very nice. Not bad nose actually. Very interesting. Sambuca is vile, but Grecian Raki is actually from grapes. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if I can find this Spirit of the Downs. Spirit of the Downs. Handmade Sussex Grape Spirit. Transition. There you go. Yes, I love your cookies. Here we go. This is a bit better information about it, obviously. So yeah, so the artisan spirit of it. Grapes to create a smooth spirit that can be enjoyed on its own with a cube of ice with soda water or frozen grapes. That's what it's cool. Won a bronze at the International Wine Spirits Challenge. Elegant and restrained nose, subtly aromatic with fruit and spice balanced, clean palate. Can't argue with that. So the one I'm trying now is the handcrafted artisan Sussex brandy. Is this one here on the right hand side because of the colour. I couldn't get the dark one as a sample. Yeah, English brandy with English oak. After investigating with different types of oak and barrels available, realised that English oak, this Sussex brandy benefits with 8 months of aging on the Chardonnay grape and traditional aging in casks made by the UK's last master malt cooper, Alistair Sims, based in Yorkshire. The grapes create a young, fruit-led English brandy with subtle floral notes of elderflower and honeysuckle. Okay, yeah, definitely. Power suggestion, definitely getting some nice floral notes from that. The brandy is well balanced and has a lovely sweetness with flavours of toasted brioche and a long, subtle finish. So let's have a get at that. Okay, yeah. Very nice sweetness. Oh, the finish does come all across really nicely there. Can you hear me properly? I forgot to put my mic back on like a donut. Oh dear. I wonder if you can hear me. Is that better? Plum. What a plum. Good job this mic picks up from far away, I think. But yeah, really nice. Look, Sussex Spirit of the Downs. Really, really nice stuff. A guy called Michael. Here he is, down here with his still. Look, he's got a pot and a column. They're very interesting. Little fire going and so forth. And he likes his cocktails as well. Little drinking. Really nice fella. Really interesting to meet him at the place at the Lewis Farmers Market. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. That was Spirit of the Downs. Worth checking out if you're in Sussex and you can get to a farmer's market. Right, Greg from Greg's Whiskey Guide has turned up. How are you doing, Greg? Good to see you. I don't know, my connection is supposedly good. I'm on a cable, so should be good, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully you're well. Good to see you. Haven't chatted to you for a long time. I think it's been a year since my last live stream, looking at the old YouTube analytics stuff. So I think I might try and do this more regularly. At least try and commit to one stream a month. Just a place where we can all come and chat about the new whiskey that we've tried over the last month. So obviously this month, August. So yeah, Greg, please. What's been your favourite whiskey that you've tried this month? Just one. Just one whiskey. Because you've probably tried loads. It's really nice actually. Really, really nice. Not bad, not bad at all. A little bit of water. Right, let's see what's going on. Chris's audio, same here. Pushing sound as soon as he's talking. Oh, sorry. Is it better now that I moved the mic? Hopefully. The trouble is there's such a delay with the chat and my screen and me talking. There's never anything you can really do about that, which is a bit annoying. A bit better, Chris, and currently taking care of a delicate phase for my whiskey to be out now, probably in October now. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, right, well, I am going to call it there. Hopefully my audio is not too bad. I do apologise. Audio is the bane of every YouTuber's streaming issues, which, you know, is a pain in the bottom. Greg's Whiskey Guy, best whiskey I tried recently, it's not recent, but opened recently, Bell Blair 2000, okay. The old Bell Blair stuff. So yeah, my audio is still not good, so I do apologise. White noise. Okay. Okay. Well, apologies for that. Yeah, I will see about maybe doing something about that. Maybe at some point. Maybe for the next stream. I'm not sure whether it was earlier in the stream. Was it better, or was it a case when I got up to get stuff? We'll see. But anyway. Thank you for joining me. Sorry you joined so late, Greg, and now I'm off. But yeah, let's talk next month. Yeah, come and join us in the stream. We'll talk about my latest journey, whiskies. I've got a few going on already in here. Because yeah, I've not got many tastings this month, so I've delved into my samples. So we'll probably do more sample stuff. I will do better notes on the Spirit of the Downs things. That'd be really, really cool. And yeah, get involved with chat. Bourbon Professor saying the audio was great. Okay, cool. Cheers, thanks, bro. That's all. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Please hit that like, thumbs up, all that stuff. And that is